Golden Apple Award is sponsored by Fidelity Bank, here for good.
Airport officials say passenger counts are picking up at Armstrong International as they get ready for a busier holiday season.
Yeah, the airlines say they are doing all they can to keep their jets COVID-19 free. And today we got a first-hand look behind the scenes. Rob Masson has more from the airport.
Yeah, I've been pretty much keeping up with this.
He is a doctor preparing to board a flight to Atlanta. And when it comes to the coronavirus, some might say he's high risk.
I've just finished 8 months of chemotherapy and radiation.
Dr. John Wakeman says after consulting with his own doctor, he's confident in steps being taken at the airport to try and keep the terminal and planes COVID-free.
You'll start seeing from the moment you walk into the airport that there's social distancing stickers that are on the ground.
Plexiglass protects counter attendants, and a 10-person crew cleans every interior surface of the plane between flights.
The electrostatic spraying that happens on board the aircraft is actually a spray that sticks to the surfaces, and it kills about 99.9% of any bacterial or any germs or anything of that sort.
But health educator Dr. Eric Grigg says nationwide, coronavirus numbers are spiking right now, and he says we all should be careful.
Right now, I'm most cautious. I would drive anywhere I had to go.
While passenger counts are picking up here, they are still nowhere near where they were last year at this time.
And we're thinking that it'll be about 50 to 40% of where we were by the end of the year.
Dr. Griggs calls for more research to determine air travel safety.
Yeah, contact tracing can help us find out what true positives are.
Dr. Wakeman is confident about his trip.
Doctors were okay with this. My health is good. I've stayed energetic.
And thanks to cleaning programs, which the airlines say are effective, it appears more and more passengers are confident to fly as well. From Armstrong International Airport, Rob Masson, Fox 8 Local First.
Airport officials urge everyone to wear masks when walking in the terminal or boarding a plane. Delta keeps the middle seat empty to provide adequate social distancing, but some airlines sell every seat.
There are some concerns about countries hoarding their supplies of a COVID-19 vaccine. One of President-elect Joe Biden's coronavirus advisors says governments shouldn't give their own citizens absolute priority. Dr. Zeke Emanuel says the U.S. should distribute doses globally before the vaccine is available to all Americans. This week, at least 12 states reported their highest number of COVID hospitalizations since the pandemic started. In El Paso, some patients are being airlifted out to make room for the sickest people.
The hard truth is that the people who are dying are El Pasoans.
6 temporary morgue trucks are being brought in after the first 4 filled up.
Ticketmaster plans to check the COVID-19 vaccine status of concert goers once a vaccine is widely available and more live events start back up.
Yeah, according to a billboard, the company says customers may be able to use their cell phones to verify they got the vaccine or they tested negative for the virus within a 24 to 72 hour period. Ticketmaster says it will not store or access medical records. The announcement comes just 2 days after Pfizer reported its vaccine candidate is more than 90% effective.
Fox 8 is honoring educators in our community who go above and beyond the call of duty.
The Golden Apple Award highlights these teachers' efforts inside and outside of the classroom to ensure the success of their students and schools as a whole.
As Kelsey Davis reports, our first winner of the award is a teacher at Destrehan High School, Mr. Kyle Oakwan Malone.
This is Mr. Kyle Alquin Malone's theater class at Destrehan High School.
I'd already been affected by the restrictions, so I was very concerned that we'd not really be able to do anything in class and that it was just going to be kind of a waste of a period.
But even with COVID restrictions, including limits on extracurricular activities, Mr. Alquin Malone's class is no waste this year. The 4-year veteran teacher got creative. To keep students moving forward, he took things back in time, way back.
What we have now, which is our Destrehan Theater on Air group, and so we decided to just go ahead and do radio plays.
Old radio plays like the ones families look to for entertainment, pre-television. The students are cast for different voice roles and they create various sounds using items found around the classroom, an art called Foley. The plays are recorded and people can buy tickets to listen to the broadcasted performances. So the students get valuable voice acting and Foley experience and raise money to support the school's theater program.
And then in December, we have a series of Christmas programs. So we're doing Miracle on 34th Street, A Christmas Carol, and Yes, Virginia, There is a Santa Claus.
We don't normally see that these days, and it's just something fun and something different.
While most schools are scaling back on just about everything these days, Alquan Malone did not feel like he could go that route, and he says he didn't want to.
Because the arts are just as important as their core, and just as important as their athletics.
For his students dealing with the day-to-day hurdles of being high school students in a pandemic, this class has become even more of a sanctuary.
Like everyone doesn't have the opportunity to do these kind of things, and I feel blessed to, still be able to do things.
The class has always been like a place that I feel safe. The theater class has always been a place where I feel like I can relax, have debrief, and it's gonna be fine.
Reporting in Destrehan, Kelsey Davis, Fox 8 Local First.
According to Destrehan Theater, I thought that was your read.
I thought it was
But it's
too.
my read. Okay, good. According to Destrehan's Theater Department Facebook page, the student who was in the story was recently booked for voice work in a popular streaming service series. For information on Destrehan's upcoming Christmas time radio plays, check out the Theater Department Facebook page, and to nominate a teacher who you feel deserves the Golden Apple Award, head to fox8live.com/Golden Apple. So I wasn't crazy. You thought it was you too.
My name was in there.
It's all right. It's all good.
It happens every now and then.
Yeah, we mess up all the time.
New Orleans hospitality workers are hoping to keep some holiday traditions alive. The changes you can expect due to the pandemic coming up at 10.
And a bear finds his way into a store 3 different times. How the animal was finally caught and brought to a new home.
Estamos aquí para quedarnos.
Aray, my, my.
Ici pour de bon.
No matter how you say it, Here for Good means we're local and committed to our uniquely diverse community. Because at Fidelity Bank, we know that local businesses drive our economy. We know the importance of giving back. And we know our clients, and they know us. Come celebrate the difference a community bank can make. Fidelity Bank, since 1908.
Qui per sempre.
Here for Good.
Turn to Fox 8 News at noon. Local first.